Have you been wondering how I do some money manifestation magic? That's coming up right after this. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Mel from Mel's Divination. I'm the owner, the operator, the creator here, and on Wednesdays we do Spiritually Witchy Wednesdays. On Fridays we do Divination Flip Through Fridays. And if you're interested in that kind of information, in those kind of videos, I suggest you subscribe and check it out. With that being said, we're going to launch right into today's topic. Today we're going to talk a little bit about my money manifestation practices, some of the small things that I do that I feel comfortable with sharing with you guys that will hopefully help you guys with what you're trying to manifest financially. There's a lot of little things I do that are super small little rituals that are very, very helpful for me and that I have found make a huge significant difference in my life. One is mindset. Two is this practice that I do a lot, so I'm going to explain both of them, but it starts with mindset, right? And I have mentioned the decluttering thing before. I suggest you check that video out, and it's somewhere up here. I'll link it up here somewhere. If you take an approach of, I'm never going to have enough. Money is energy, okay? Pure and simple. Money is energy. Just like love is energy. Just like, the way that we think is energy, right? So what we're putting out into the world about money makes a difference of how we attract or repel money from us. Now, I am not somebody who is in this lavishly rich, like ridiculous home. However, I have been able to manifest and create a life for myself with my magical choices with money that has really made me very, very secure and comfortable. And I am so thankful for that. Unbelievably thankful for that. I'm always provided for by universe, and I always trust that even when it gets a little tough, it's going to be okay. I don't go into fear. And that is part of the mindset that is really important. Now, I'm not saying toxic positivity where you need to pretend you're not nervous or something like that. It's okay to kind of sometimes be like, oh, I have those bills coming up and where's that money going to come from? That's fine. That's fine. But don't harp on it. Don't get stuck there. Don't pop a squat and stay there for good, you know? It's more like, okay, yep, that's a concern. I'm going to put it over here. I know it's going to work out, even if I don't know how it's going to work out. And that is really how I've lived my life since I became an adult and moved out of my parents' house. I moved out, I'm almost 40. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 23, when I had nothing. And it worked out. I ended up finding a really great apartment that the price was very cheap and it covered a lot of stuff, and I was very happy, and I never had to move back home. And now I'm turning 40. So it's been almost 20 years that I've lived on my own during a pandemic, during a recession, and I've been okay. And I've even lost my job. When I was teaching, I lost 2 teaching jobs, actually, 2 different ones. And I will tell those stories in another video that I'm planning very, very soon. I was even still taken care of and didn't have to turn around and move back home. Not because mommy and daddy gave me a ton of money. They have helped me sometimes as presents for something, but no, it's very much independence, and my mother helped with a little bit of a down payment for the house, and that's it. Everything else has been me. As far as how, right? Well, I suggest you look up poverty mindset. I can do a whole video on that if you'd like me to. Comment down below if you want me to talk about poverty mindset. Poverty mindset is a huge thing that many of us, including myself, was raised with. My parents don't know what that is, and don't, you know, They grew up from families that were like the Depression era. So they had a very specific way of handling things. And so I grew up that way. And sometimes what that vibration is, and of course they're not aware of it, what it's sending out into universe is lack. It's telling universe, I have to hold on to all of these little things because I don't know when else I'm going to get more. Instead, giving stuff away, donating things, letting them go, even sometimes throwing stuff away that you just haven't used in forever and nowhere can benefit from a donation of it, is clearing energy out so that you can bring more in. Now, on New Year's Eve, I boxed up, and I had been boxing up for a long time, tons of things that I had been holding on to from old yard sales, from Poshmark, that just stuff, household stuff, clothing, shoes, things that I was trying to sell and they never moved. And I decided, you know what? It's time. It's time to get this out of my house. It's stagnant energy. I'm boxing it up, I'm donating it, and I'm getting rid of it. And I threw away stuff that just was not suitable for donations. And what happened after that, I got my first affiliate. I ended up getting a very, very high-priced, high-paying, high-roller client who has taken care of my bills because of all of the readings that we've done together in a week for a month. And this is all right after I donated a couple grand worth of products that have just been sitting in a closet that needed to get out of my house. By letting things go, you're telling universe, I'm ready for the next. That's number one. Number two, you can do little rituals every day or every month that help boost your money without even realizing it. You can write yourself a check during the new moon saying how much you're going to be getting. You can purchase or create money drawing or life of luxury oils and put them on yourself, put them on your wallet. You can, what I do, and I learned this from somewhere, and I am so sorry if you're watching and it was you that I learned it from because I don't remember who it was. It may have been Conjure Cardia, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want to give her complete credit if it wasn't her because it's been so long. But what I do, somebody taught me this, when you pay your monthly bills, whatever that is, even if it's just one bill, if it's a set of household bills, even if you pay them online, print them up, or if you get it in the mail, I'm pointing to my mailbox, if you get it in the mail, take your receipt piece of it, however you do it, get the receipt, get the confirmation, get the proof that you've paid this bill, and anoint the piece of paper with just a couple of dabs of money drawing oil or luxury oil or something like that, and put out into universe, I trust that I will get back this that I pay out 3 times or 10 times or however you want to say it. It's literally just this teeny tiny little spell ritual that I do every single month when I pay my bills. And I put it in a folder and I let it sit there for a month because, okay, I paid these bills, and then I shred them or I burn them or I throw them away or whatever it is that I do with them. But you don't even need to keep them for a long time. It's just putting it out into the universe. I trust that by me paying my bills, I'm happy with paying my bills instead of like, ugh, I have to pay my bills. Oh God, I have that bill again. Like, I hate spending so much money on this. No. When you put that energy out, which I used to, once I switched, oh my God, the difference of my income and the difference of how I've been taken care of, it's been miracles almost practically. It's like, oh my gosh. By putting out that negative vibration, you're telling universe, I don't want to give this money away because I won't get any more. No, that's not what we do. We tell universe, I'm paying this bill with faith and understanding and belief that it is coming back to me however many times. And I do it willingly. I do it thankfully. And I am thankful that I have electricity. I am thankful that I have gas, heat. I'm thankful that I have a phone. Whatever it is you're paying, put out that gratitude as well, because by doing that, you're shifting the vibration and raising it up a significant amount. I also keep citrine in different places in my house, including my wallet and my purse. And that's really it for minimal daily things. Oh, and and I've mentioned this before, I use cinnamon a lot. I use cinnamon for abundance and wealth. Basil too, but mostly cinnamon, because daily, and I said this in a daily ritual video that I did, that I'm not sure if this is going to post before or after that video. I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be about this, but I put cinnamon in my coffee grounds. I've tried it different ways, and what I've found is best for me is to put powdered cinnamon, ground cinnamon, in my coffee grounds before I brew my coffee, because I have a traditional coffee pot. I don't have the Keurigs. When it brews up, cinnamon has health, it has wealth, it has love, it has a lot of great properties that you can choose how you're going to stir in for that day. And as I'm stirring my coffee, I stir it in clockwise motion because you're bringing it to you. And I just stir it 3 times, and I set the tone of, I'm going to make this amount of money today, or I'm going to have more money than I can know what to do with, or something like that. I set an intention while I'm stirring my coffee, and as I'm drinking it, I sit with it and I think about it. So that's a really simple way to do some money magic to help you manifest it. Another thing I do is I always set intentions at the new moon of how much I'm going to make for the month, or how many clients I'm going to have for the month, or both, or where my income's going to come from, that kind of energy. By putting that kind of stuff out and writing it in terms of it has existed, it happened, it's coming to me, not future tense, not past tense, but now, so that universe knows the difference. These are huge helpers, huge. I also charge candles that I buy for myself. I usually buy just green Dollar Tree ones, and I punch holes in them and I charge them, and I always have a candle lit either on my altar or next to me that is charged with money income intentions. That I have been so incredibly blessed, and every single day I wake up thankful for my home, thankful for where I am, thankful for the job that I get to do, and just thankful. And by having that intention and mindset, instead of panicking, even when it's hard, because during the pandemic, there was definitely some moments that it was hard. And instead of going into fear and freaking out, I just kept saying, you know, I've always been provided for. Universe has always taken care of me. I was able to buy a car when I was barely a substitute teacher, a brand new car, and I never missed a payment on that. I was able to buy a house. I lost my teaching job. I kept my house. Nothing is in foreclosure, you know, and just on and on. So I have really, truly been blessed. And by reminding myself those things when I start to get nervous, it evens it all out. I hope this helps you. Pyrite is also a really great crystal for abundance, for its fool's gold, blah, blah. And that is a good one as well. And so is green aventurine. I can do an abundance crystal sharing if you want, money crystals of what you might be interested in. I can share that with you. And that's really all I can think of at the moment. But it's a little intro to money magic, money manifestation, and how little tiny things that I do that majorly make a difference in my life. I don't do huge rituals. I will once in a while if money's getting tight and I really need to bring something in, but I don't do big rituals. It's not a big like, oh my gosh, I have to sit down and get all these ingredients together and do this thing so that I can make sure I have enough money. It's a regular thing. I also have a money bowl, which I learned about from the Witch of Wonderlust. I'll link her video up here. I'm not on top of that as much as I could be. And if I did get on top of it, I probably would have a lot more income. The attitude around the money bowl is the more you interact with it, the more your money will flow. And it got stagnant because I don't use a lot of cash. I'm very I'm a card swiper. So that's why. But it is my intention to get back into it and see how much more my money flows even then. I hope that helps you guys. You can do it. You can do it. Universe is here to help you. Your spirits, your ancestors, your guides, they're here to help you. You just have to embrace it and take control of it yourself. It's so much easier to work with money magic than it is with love magic, because money is not a living thing. It's energy. It doesn't have free will. So if you have a good relationship with money, it works and it's a lot easier. Either that or I'm just gifted in money magic. It's possible. I don't know. Comment down below what you do. If there's more that you're interested in that you'd like me to speak about, I won't share any specific spells for money. I won't do that, but I can share some herbs. I can share how I use some herbs. I can share some information about where I buy my oils, because I do buy a lot of oils because I just don't have time to make them all. Maybe someday I'll make oils. And that's it for today. Subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm posting new videos. It's every Wednesday, every Friday, and I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Bye!